People come from all over Texas and other parts of America to enjoy Wurstfest, a 10-day festival chock full of entertainment. Some are here just for the food.
Food is great. I got myself a pork chop here. It's terrific. Fun rides for the kids, games, beer.
The marketplace is a smorgasbord of culinary treats. If you like meat on a stick, Wurstfest has you covered with sausage and pork chops. Potato pancakes and German nachos are great choices for the carb lover.
I'm in New Braunfels, Texas for Wurstfest, a 10-day festival that's more than just beer and brats.
Wurstfest is a treat for the eyes and ears as well. Bavarian and Alpine music can be heard each night of the festival.
My favorite part? The live music. I love the Seven Dutchman Orchestra. They've been killing it all night.
Rides, slides, and more occupy the children while adults wash down festival eats with ice-cold beer.
Oh goodness, there's too many things to choose from at Wurstfest to pick a favorite. It's fun to just try all sorts of different foods.
This is the 51st year of Wurstfest. The fun continues tonight. The gates open at 5. Wurstfest ends on Sunday. For Bobcat Update, I'm Chris Green.
I love going to the cave. Definitely my favorite part, mainly because I get to go down in the ground and it's cooler. Basically what I do is I take people on these tours, the full combination tour, through our underground cave here. It's a fault line cave. It's a little different than most caves, so I tell them about it. We go through each room, I give them a little information and tell the story about different ownerships throughout time from 1893, from which it was founded, to basically now. And so we start off in the cave usually, we go through there. We go onto the observation tower, which people are actually able to see the geological differences between the two plates of Texas where the falling actually occurs. And then we actually go to the anti-gravity house for a little bit. We usually end on this train ride to the wildlife park, where people have the opportunity to hand feed some European fallow deer, as well as throw food to other animals in there. We have a different assortment of birds and different species of deer, llamas and emus, kind of things like that. People have the opportunity to see. I'm basically telling them about the different animals, where they're from, origins, and different characteristics of them.
I ride my bicycle to and from school, so I pretty much primarily travel by bicycle.
I work at Jimmy John's and specialize in bike delivery.
I ride my bike everywhere in town. I feel like there's more bikes than there used to be.
Definitely a lot more than there were. You can tell just by, if you look around campus, there's bicycles that are kind of filling up in the quad.
It's kind of scary sometimes riding around.
Cyclists need to be on the road, not on the sidewalks. It is a risk doing what we do.
People just don't understand how to get around bikes.
It's still a little bit dangerous. You have to keep an open eye.
Especially bigger, more busy streets. I don't even like risking Hopkins, to get somewhere. I have to take an alternate route to be able to feel safe.
I think it's less biker friendly than Austin.
It's a little more biker friendly than bigger cities sometimes, but not friendly enough.
We're kind of heading in the right direction as far as biker friendly goes, but we don't have enough bike lanes, stuff like that.
On the main roads, we have bike lanes for sure, because there's really not a lot of that.
In the areas that are within a mile or two radius of campus, I would suggest putting bike lanes everywhere.
We need bike lanes, definitely. Considering the number of students here and the number of people on bikes, it's absolutely necessary. It shouldn't be a nuisance to see someone on a bike.
I strongly encourage other people to continue riding their bikes to school and spread the word. I think it's a good way to travel, and it's good for the environment.
Leona is going to make the V.
Well, women's ultimate frisbee began 4 years ago, and it was, I think, 3 or 4 girls that played with the men's team.
The difference in turnout this year is so exciting and so uplifting. The past couple years, it's really been struggling. In the fall semester, we go to a lot of tournaments, but they don't count toward your ranking. In the spring is when we have our competitive season, and we go to lots of different universities and compete. So we'll go to UT, we'll go to UTA, UNT, University of Houston, Rice, and we'll play all those teams, including teams from Kansas and Oklahoma, even Colorado.
If you're interested in joining the women's ultimate frisbee team here at Texas State, Monday night at Jowers Fields, it's behind Sewell Park, 8 to 10. Tuesday night on the tennis court fields by Sesame Saltgrass, 7 to 9. If you want to come play, come on a new sport, it's okay. Nobody knows how to play. Come out and let us teach you.
1, 2, 3,
I realized that there are a lot of people who are interested in belly dancing, and I came from a very strong foundation, and so I wanted to be able to provide that to students who are interested in learning about the art of belly dancing. I have been belly dancing about 16 years. I started in college, and will do it for the rest of my life. The main focus of the class is learning the core moves. Stance, how to hold your body, and then basic hip motions, basic rib cage motions, and then undulations. It's more about that muscle control and isolation and learning how to do the steps that sort of build up into a dance. What it really is at its core is the abdominal movements as well as upper body and lower body. So it really works the whole core as well as arms and legs and your whole body. It's about asking your body to do particular moves that it may not do, in real life. It's training your body how to move like you're asking it to. Favorite move? The choo-choo shimmy. It sounds kind of silly, but it's a very, very rapid foot pattern. You're going very quickly on your toes and your hips are moving very quickly, and you can do all sorts of layering on top of it. It's the music, it's the culture, it's all the history that comes with belly dancing. And that's something that's very important to me in my dance, and so I wanted to be able to bring that to my students, to San Marcos.
Students have seen how other campuses deal with situations like this. Just a few weeks ago, the University of Texas had a campus-wide evacuation. Now it hits home.
UT had a bomb threat, and they're a way bigger campus, and they didn't have classes, and we're a smaller campus, and we had a bomb threat, and they're like, oh, just keep going to class.
I get text messages from the Texas State, and then I look on Twitter, and I follow Texas State, and it just said that update on the bomb threat.
I was sleeping in my dorm in Tower Hall at the time when they set off like the sirens and stuff.
I was in class, and we had just finished a quiz, and we were taking notes off of a slide for music history, and then this alert just came up about a bomb threat.
The Austin Bomb Squad with their dogs have completed the sweep of the admissions building and come up negative. There is no bomb.
Our faculty and staff and our students especially did an awesome job as to being alerted to these emails.
No classes were canceled because of the bomb threat. For Bobcat Update, I'm Chris Deanne Uribe.